Welcome back to another video. This is Sam, your host, and this is Africa Football Connect. And you are reading, if you are reading the title, yes, you are reading it correctly. Napoli are actually offering Manchester City Koulibaly so that they can do the signing and everything can move on to the next stage. And before I go anywhere, I would like to thank you guys for how much you have viewed the last video that I did, and also I'll tell you the updates of what we have received from today's news and what had happened yesterday when the game between PSG and Leipzig was on. Was some changes that happened in the Messi deal. I'll also leave it down the comment below, so stick with us and you'll find out more about what is happening, and also we'll get some updates and information about the Thiago deal and what is happening with Liverpool and how things are going. So please, if you are enjoying this and you are interested to find out more about the football and what is happening in this football world, please don't forget to just click the like button, click the subscribe button, and help us to promote this page to grow even more than it is right now. So thank you very much guys for watching, and let's start with our transfer deals of the day. So the first one comes from the Barcelona. So remember yesterday we were talking about how the president was feeling that they cannot sack the manager who deals with the director of football, Eric Abade, the one who has been helping with the transfer deal. So yesterday it was confirmed that it's official now. The man has been fired by Barcelona because the board members of the team didn't want him to be there in the team. So even though there were some people who wanted him, they ended up being fired. So the man has lost his job. It seems like he's not doing very well in his transfers. So they are saying that for Koeman, who has now joined the Barcelona, should actually get a better person who's gonna help him get better transfer deals than what this man was doing. So that's the information you are hearing right now, guys. The man has been fired and they are moving on to another thing. So that's what is happening with Barca. Let me see. Well, I thought I wanted to reveal more about the case, but good luck to him on his next job. Seems like Barcelona's job has come to an end for him. So the other information we had is coming from the Everton Football Club. They are saying that Abdulia, I've never actually said his name of this guy before, but Decore has come to an agreement over personal terms of a 4-year contract. The Toffees now have to agree a fee with Watford for the midfielder. So remember Decore, one of the best midfielders I've seen in Premier League, who went with Watford. It seems like he has found a new home in the city of Liverpool, and he'll be playing not for the Liverpool but for Everton Football Club. It seems like they've reached a deal and the things are already complete. It's only that Everton has to agree with Watford how much they're going to buy for the player, but personal terms between the player and the club, they've already been reached. That's the information we're hearing right now. Let me see what you guys were saying over the issue. Sahar Lafik is saying this: good player. I thought Wolves were going to sign, but anyway, good luck to him and Everton. Also, me, I thought you as a player that Liverpool were going to sign. There was some moment when there were rumors about Liverpool signing him, which was last year or the year before, but it seemed like they were never interested in him. But he's a good midfielder. He's one best holding midfielder that I know. And now because he's gone to Everton, you know what happens whenever a player goes to Everton, he never goes to Liverpool. So that dies like that if he goes to Everton. If he had gone to another club, I would have said that maybe in the near future we might come there, but if it's like this, we just have to walk away. Let me hear what this guy said. Friday William is saying this: agreement with a player before you met the main club is very difficult to finalize, as Manchester United and Sancho, Chelsea and the Juventus they have done. I hate such agreements. Yeah, that's true. When you reach with agreements with player before the club, can usually mess up a lot of stuff. Unless, especially when the player still has a lot of years under the club, they can always say that they don't want to sell, or they might actually try to look for other club for the player just to get back to the club for going to before them and agreeing an agreement with the player before they even meet the people who have been employing him for the past years, like he has been with Watford for such a long time. So we hope that this could be one deal that actually happened. The same situation is also going on between Liverpool and Thiago. They've agreed with the player before they even had an agreement with buying. But with the Thiago situation, the pro difference is this: the player is actually refusing to sign a new contract with Bayern. So it means even if they hold him, they are just gonna hold him for 5 months, and he's also gonna move to Liverpool. But also Bayern, they need the team to meet up with their money. So I don't know how the things will play out, and it's just crazy. Let's go to United. They're saying that James Gaynor is pushing for a loan move away from Manchester United. The 19-year-old midfielder is eager to find more regular minutes away from the Old Trafford. So there's a midfielder who's 19 years old who's pushing really hard to get out of Manchester United so that he can go play, get more game time. Because with more game time, you get sold easily if you're a good player. And when you're sold, it becomes so easy for you to go to any club you want to go. So I think I'll say good luck to him, and I hope he finds a club that can actually give him the minutes he's looking for. Probably the Championship can actually give him enough time to actually develop and become a player he wants to be. So Arsenal, we are now on another deal. Arsenal are hopeful of sealing a move for Lille's Gabriel Magatas after submitting a £22 million bid. The defender is set to decide his future in next week. So it seems like they want a defender who's in Lille, and it seems like they've already submitted the money. We didn't hear what the club was saying in the situation, but we are hearing that the defender himself is still yet to decide if he wants to move to Arsenal, to the Gunners, or to do something else. He's still yet to decide his own future. So that's the information, and the ESPN is the source of the story. We will have to wait and see what happens. Let me hear what you guys are saying in the comments. Bobby Ruby is saying this: they haven't finished paying for Pepe. Will Lille accept this? Oh, they got Nicolas Pepe from Lille, and they haven't finished to pay on that deal. So they are saying that, do you think Lille will agree to give them this player while they're still owing them on another player? Well, we will wait and see, and we'll actually talk about it if the situation pushes to it. Saura Simon Jones. Some say the deal is done and Lille have accepted the bid. Are you saying he has to decide next week? Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying the player himself has to decide. If Lille has accepted the deal, it's okay, but they're saying that the player has to decide on his future. That's what they're saying. Arsenal, Napoli, and Everton have all had bid accepted by Lille for the defender Gabriel. Now it's up to the player to decide which club he wants to join. So he has the 3 options. He either go to Arsenal, either go to Napoli, he either go to Everton. What can I say? What is my take on this situation? What is my take? Arsenal, yes, he might go there. I have no problem with that. Napoli, yes, is in another country. Not a problem. He can choose. Everton is in the Merseyside, and if they have a good defender, it means it becomes so hard for us to actually beat them. So I would say that you should choose between Arsenal and Napoli, because I can't see him in Everton. That won't be good for me. I'm just saying, I don't know how good of a defender he is because I've never watched him play. But if you see 3 clubs fighting for him, he must be very, very damn well good. So we have to say and wait and see how the things go. Let me hear what you guys are saying in the comment. Michael Andrea is saying that we have stolen the player weeks ago, but no, it's Sancho talks every day. It's stressful being a United fan, just so you know. We have stolen the player weeks ago, but no, it's a Sancho talk every day. It's stressful being a United fan, just you know. Yeah, I'm sorry you've been hard done, yeah, United fans. It seems like your club is only focusing on the Sancho deal this year. Nothing else but the Sancho deal. So it's just crazy. I don't know how the thing will go. Lucayo Buñalo is saying this. So it's actual. playing alongside David Luiz, Yeremina or Koulibaly. You decide. If I was a guy, I would go for Koulibaly, but Koulibaly seems like he's being linked with the clubs like City and stuff like that. Yes, I don't think you have Koulibaly, because Koulibaly seems like Napoli are actually offering him to City so that they can fund the deal for this defender. I think, is it? That's what I heard weeks before. I'm not really sure. Please confirm on that for me on the comments below if I'm saying the right information when I'm talking right now. So let's see what happens. Barcelona president Josep Bartomeu has insisted Lionel Messi will stay at the club next summer. This summer. Oh, not next. This summer. That's the source that we're getting, and this is actually the source of the information. It's Romano. It's crazy. Sahile said he's saying this. I want Messi to leave Barca and show us if he is the best or not, because he's just been in the same class, because he's just been in Spain and he has become the best in Spain, not in the world, because he is always in Spain. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, he has to leave so that he shows his best outside of Spain. So we have to wait and see what happens on this one. Obgalo Jones is saying this. It's just the media who claims he wants to leave. You all know that he ain't going nowhere. Actually, he might talk to pin down a long-term new contract to keep him at the club. I think that's a joke, though. That's a joke. Because we heard it was official that the player had said that he wanted to leave. That's why we talked about the situation. Now, because the Barcelona, they're saying that they have this new project that they're starting under Koeman. I don't know, maybe Messi, they're saying he has to play a role in that project. I don't know. That's some news that I heard yesterday when I was reading some newspapers. That's saying that there's a new project that Koeman is going to start with the Barcelona, and they want Messi to be the key main player in the situation. And that's why Barcelona are going to lose it again, trying to make Messi the key player of all the projects they are trying to start with the club. You need to have a project which doesn't involve a star who's already well known, because the people, if they mark Messi, they take him out of the game. You have nothing else on your projects that you're starting. You need to get rid of the player, let the player go so that he goes start other players, other projects with other clubs. You focus on what you know best, because it won't work. It won't work. I'm telling you, it won't work. It's just wasting of time. It won't work. Trust me. Fulham official, that's saying, Fulham FC officials are closing in on signing Wigan's fullback Antonio Ruben for a cut price of €1.9 million, 1.9 million pounds. I don't know anything about that player, so I have to say. So this is the main news that I was telling you guys. Manchester City are being offered Kalidou Koulibaly for 60 million, with Napoli keen on to complete the deal. So it seems like Napoli needs to get some funds to buy other players, like another centre back. So they're actually offering Koulibaly to Manchester City, because it has seemed like it was the only club that was interested in the player, and they've dropped the price from 90 to 60 mil. So it's a 30 million drop. They actually want the deal to be done. So it's really crazy if you see something that like this is happening. What does this mean? It seems like Koulibaly is no longer fitting the Napoli squad, or what is happening here? Let me know on the comments below. Let me hear what you guys are saying. Carlos is saying that it was Man United, the price could have, if it was Man United, the price could have been 280 million pounds. Poor Chelsea, why can't we rush for this man now that Aki has signed? Why can't we rush for this man now that Aki has signed for Manchester City? I don't know. Some people also said that they want the player. We don't know what's happening here. So this is the other news that I was talking about, guys. They're saying that FC Barcelona president Josep Maria Bartomeu has confirmed the only players who are not for sale this summer, which are Lionel Messi, Ousmane Dembélé, Antoine Griezmann, Frenkie De Jong, Clement Lenglet, Nélson Semedo, Marc-André Stegen. So it means that all the people who were not mentioned in this list are for sale. you can take them anytime. Any club that is interested. So those are the players that are not for sale. I don't agree with him with this first option. I think Messi needs to leave Barcelona for Barcelona to actually have a stand, or to actually have a way to go play. You know why am I saying that? Let's rewind. Let's go back to 2017? Yeah, January 2017, when Barcelona brought Coutinho from Liverpool. You remember how Liverpool were trying to win some stuff and they were failing because they were all centered around Felipe Coutinho. You know what happened to the club after Coutinho left? The club actually got better because there were players who were hiding under Coutinho who actually got the chance to show themselves to be good strikers and good players. That's what I feel like is going to happen if they let Messi go. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't know what you think, guys. Leave your comments down below. But on other players that are here, I have no problem. Ousmane Dembélé still needs room to change, to improve. He can be. And Antoine Griezmann, yes, is somebody who's going to be pivotal, who's going to be very important for Barcelona next season. Frenkie De Jong, I don't even want to start about him. You know him. This guy is just amazing, and he's going to do a lot. Clement Lenglet, yes, that I feel like he can do a lot for Barcelona, so he needs to stay as well. And who else? Clement Lenglet, yes. Semedo is very good. He's actually one guy I was so shocked when I heard last some few weeks back that they were saying that they were actually thinking of selling him. And the keeper, we can't complain, he has been amazing. Let me hear your comments on the situation. Why Griezmann is in the list? He is not an attacker. He might be good in the midfielder or defense. What is this guy talking about? Abdul Modi Sadi. Oh, Modi Sadi. I think you're commenting on the wrong situation, buddy. These are the players that Barcelona are not selling. You hear me? These are the people that Barcelona are not selling, not people who are the attackers of Barcelona. We don't care which position he plays. They're just saying that he's going nowhere. Let me hear what this guy is saying with a big name, but his other name is Boko Simane. I blame Bayern for this. Everyone blames Bayern for this. They just humiliated Barcelona. What do you expect? Talks are continuing between Chelsea and Bayern Leverkusen for the transfer of Kai Havertz. The player is desperate to join the Blues, but the two clubs remain 20 million euro apart in their valuation. So, like we were talking about in terms of the which one? Yeah, in terms of this guy, they got a deal with Everton. That doing deals with the player before you agree with the club can be so hateful sometimes, because the club can just stick on a price that you guys cannot reach, just to punish you. That why did you go first to the player without actually going to ask the club? So that's the same situation that is happening here. We will have to wait and see how the situation go. Let me hear what you guys are saying. Marc-André is saying that welcome to our life club. Welcome to our life, Chelsea fans. Prepare for another roller coaster. So there's a Chelsea fan who's complaining that this has been happening with the club for many years, and they are going to waste more time just talking about the deal, and nothing will actually materialize. So that's the situation we are hearing right now. This may end up being a raw deal. Too much talk. So it's crazy. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Less action equals to nothing. So they're talking about Chelsea. But Chelsea has done some deals. They've brought couple of players this season. I think they've been serious. Unlike Manchester United, for example. I don't think you guys should be complaining that much. Southampton FC are in talks with the Schalke over a £20 million deal over an American midfielder, Weston McNeil. I don't know who the player is, but that's what is happening right now. Manchester United eyeing on a double scoop of Juventus, Douglas Costa and Alex Sandro. That could set them back and around £20 million. Okay, so it means United are now after different players after a long time of hearing them interested in Sanchez and Sancho. Seems like now they want to get Alexi and Douglas Costa from Juventus. Let me hear what you guys are saying. This is good for United. Costa is one of the best in his position. Sign them. That the guy who was talking is Tabani. And the Jed Charlton is saying that sign them. Looking at teams like Bayern, they are doing well with such signings. So that will be very good for you guys. Let's wait and see what happens. But that's the information we are hearing. AC Milan are still in talks over the signing of Serge Aurier, but they are reluctant to meet Tottenham's 23 million euro asking price. The fullback wants to move to Milan. The fullback wants to move to Milan, but Milan will only look to offload players before submitting a formal offer. That's what is happening in the Tottenham side. Huskies Laron is set to be named Ronald Koeman's assistant manager at Barcelona. So it seems like things are happening at Barcelona after Koeman took over. It was announced yesterday that he is now the new Barcelona manager, and we hope for the best for him, and we will see what will happen. But that's how things are looking at the moment. We have nothing else. So we're analyzing how Pep Guardiola has went wrong. There are people who are actually talking about it here.
In Liga, here's plan B. I mean, the extraordinary thing about what Guardiola did, I think there's a series of extraordinary things, and I'm genuinely bewildered by people who try and defend him over this. So first of all, just imagine psychologically what's happened. All season, pretty much all his career, bar certain key European games, Guardiola goes, right, there is no plan B, it's just plan A. And if plan A doesn't work, we'll do plan A a bit more, we'll do it a bit better. Plan A. Oh my God, lads, the team became 7th in Ligue 1. Here's plan B. What must that do to the City players? But okay, he's seen that Lyon are dangerous on the break. So he thinks, right, we'll mirror them. We'll go to a back three. We'll use Kyle Walker as a right wing back. That makes complete sense. Then the weird thing of using Cancelo, who's right-footed at left wing back. So his attacking intervention is going to be less effective. When you've got Benjamin Mendy, who is for me a better wing back than he is full back, because he's so attack minded, and not even to bring Mendy on seems very odd. But you made these changes. You switched to the back three to try and negate Lyon's breaks. How did the 3 goals come? 2 balls in behind and 1 scruffy break. So he hasn't even achieved the thing he set out to achieve. So he's managed to disrupt City's rhythm. He's managed to make them play very narrow because they've lost the two wingers, which plays into Lyon's hands as they sit deep. Everything they did from a creative point of view goes through either Gundogan or Kevin De Bruyne, which makes it much easier to counter them when you've got the 2 wingers there as well. And maybe the 3-8s, to use the phrase they used when Guardiola first arrived, of Silva and De Bruyne, or Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne, or Phil Foden and De Bruyne, whoever. They have options there. You've disrupted all of that. You've disrupted the defensive planning. So Kyle Walker playing at right wing back ends up 5 yards behind the defensive line to give them to play a Cambi onside in the build to the first goal. You've done all of that, and you haven't even managed to kind of do the thing you were setting out to do, which is to stop the opponent breaking on you. So it's just a failure at every level.
You've heard it, guys. How Guardiola got this situation wrong against the team that he was playing with. They are saying that his tactics were just exposed, that he had no plan. He had plan A but didn't have another plan B to actually come back after they were disturbed. So these are the information you are hearing, guys. So I've been looking over these things. They're just giving us the information and the news of how PSG have actually managed to reach the Champions League final, and it must be amazing for them. Neymar risk punishment ahead of UEFA Champions League final after breaking the rules of swapping t-shirts. I don't know what is happening. I think they're talking about the COVID-19 rules, that they're talking about players should not be swapping t-shirts and stuff like that. So it seems like he has broken the rules. Leipzig and PSG, it's finished the goes to PSG over to things, and we'll see how things will play. Di Maria was stars as PSG reached the final Champions League for the first time. So good luck to PSG, but I don't think they're gonna win this. You know why am I saying they're not gonna win this? Because there's a little problem of Bayern Munich. Did you watch how PSG are playing though? Did you watch how their midfield and stuff? It's like they're only relying on their fast forward and they're attacking forward, and like it's just like Manchester City, for example, how Manchester City were playing. So it's gonna be interesting how it's gonna be in the final. Let me go. And I see Bayern Munich today winning. I think they're going to win by 5 goals or 6 goals to 0 or 6 goals to 1 or something like that. So it's crazy news. I'm sorry to Lyon. After beating Manchester City, you're going to be taken out by Bayern Munich. That's what I'm seeing. So we have to wait and see on that one. I've given already my result. We'll talk about it and we'll see what happens on the end. Let me read on other information. Thiago might have persuaded Liverpool to pay up in Barcelona's masterclass. Okay. Thiago must. Okay, yes, yeah. It seems like after the game between Barcelona and Bayern Munich, it was the one that actually pushed Liverpool to actually be going forward for the deal for Thiago, because it was just a masterclass performance. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It was a masterclass performance from Thiago, and I was really impressed for a person who's coming to my club. It was an amazing thing. Spanish press continues to doubt over Lionel Messi's future at Barcelona. So it seems like other sources in Spanish league and in terms of this, they are still doubting if Lionel Messi is going to remain at Barcelona, because there are still some situations that even the player had said that he wants to leave, but it seems like the management of Barcelona wants to keep him, so we have to wait and see what happens. But they promised them last season or seasons back that after the lifetime contract that he signed, he was going to be given, he would be allowed to leave if he ever said that he wants to leave Barcelona. So that's why things are still standing. There was a video that I posted trying to give you all the reasons what has happened that has led to Messi in the situation he is. It was all about what is happening in the Lionel Messi transfer deal, but in terms of, I had to take it out after I received the information about what was happening here. So we have to wait and see. Or if you need the video, I can always put it back so that you see what I was talking about. It's actually interesting. It's about 7 minutes just covering on Lionel Messi, and you actually understand what is happening. Furious PSG boss Thomas took a rage over Leipzig's fitness coach. Okay. William reviews how David Luiz pleaded with him to follow him at Arsenal. So interesting. Neymar will not return to Barca this summer as PSG refused to consider selling up. Koeman already facing transfer axes with the presidential candidate Victor Front. Oh, remember Barcelona is supposed to replace their president though. That's some information we heard. So we have to wait and see what happens. The other things, Paulo Dybala wants 18 million per year salary if he would sign a new contract with Juventus. He really wants a lot of money. So that's the information we have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoy, and please don't forget to smash that like button and like on the comments below, because we do videos like this each and every day to get you. And most of the information we have been talking about, if you want to find a lot of where we're getting this information, if you want to read for yourself, you can check them out at Transfer Football News. It's there on Facebook. That's where we have been getting all this thing. That's the source of all the information. So you can just go to Transfer News Live, type it on Facebook, Transfer Football Live. Even on Twitter is there. You get all the information we are talking about and give you all the rumors where we're getting them. It becomes easy for you to trust us that we are actually getting from some of the best websites that provides valid information for you guys. And also some of the news that I was reading here, you can always get them from the All Football application. You can just type it All Football on your Android or whatever. You download the application, you get all the information we have. It also helps you guys to actually keep date with all the games that will be happening, like the Bayern versus Lyon game that will be up today. You actually be informed of whatever that is happening. I'll be back again to talk about other things that will be happening. Remember, I promised you that I want to explain what happens when the Premier League were giving the awards to these 3 players that won, or 4 players, including Trent Alexander-Arnold. So we will meet again on another video. Please like it. You can go to see any other videos that is following here. But this has been your host Sam in Africa Football Connect. I hope you enjoy, and please click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click the bell icon to never miss any video that we post again. So thank you very much for watching. We'll meet you very soon. This is Sam signing out.